going on, guys? June here to illustrate a little bit of a subsection of my meta-completionist goals, and I'm going to call this video series Beyond Insane Final Boss, and most of you are probably aware at this point that I don't have Insane Final Boss yet. I've been working on that for months, and I still have quite a bit left to do, so what kind of sense does it make to start a video series about going beyond Insane Final Boss? And the answer to that is that there are a lot of PVM completable type things that are not a requirement for Insane Final Boss for one reason or another, and a lot of them are things that you'll pick up along the way to Insane Final Boss, and some of them are just sort of offshoots of Insane Final Boss, or things related to it that are a little bit easier and more reasonable to complete in a shorter period of time. So I'm going to start this video series even though I'm not Insane Final Boss yet. I am of course going to continue working on Insane Final Boss and also just plain reclaiming regular Final Boss with the release of raids, which I've been pretty sidetracked with. The first of the two completable things that I want to point out in this video is the Daredevil title, which I'm especially excited about. This is actually a very difficult title to get. It's the reward for completing all 10 of the feats that came out with raids, and while most of the feats aren't particularly challenging, my clan team, who aren't particularly competent PVMers, actually got one for Beastmaster by accident on the first day on our first kill. So some of them are particularly easy, but then other ones are very, very difficult. I spent 4 separate days with a very, very skilled team trying to get all together now, and we finally did get it, but it took a whole lot of trial and error and working out different strategies for doing that, and so I'm very excited about it. It definitely sets people apart from your average raiders, and I have to thank Dr. Sid PhD for hooking me up with his team, and Death Hunter X for being the leader and coordinator of that team, and everybody that was on that team with me throughout the different days. Godsnoop, Pid, Jarsh, Corrupt, and Art Matters, several other people. There are too many to mention, but every time the team was just so great, and I absolutely loved doing raids with them. It was always smooth and easy kills, so I definitely want to thank those guys. And the second thing that I was able to get was also with Death Hunter's team, but doesn't really owe anything to their skill. I got the little Tuzzy drop, and from what I've heard from people, there's not really a big consensus on what kind of drop rate this is. Some people think it's particularly common, like about 1 in 40, like the Mazcab ability codex drops or the armor pieces, but then there are other people who think it's exceedingly rare, so I'm not really sure. I'm probably leaning more towards the common end because I have seen a lot of people with it, but I am excited to have that. This means that I just need the Krar Jr. one from the Nemi Forest random event, and I'm intending to try and camp that out. I'm probably just going to get a whole bunch of broad arrow sets and camp 120 fletching in the forest and just hope I get lucky and have it show up. I actually had a clan friend get one and I was so jealous. Funshine is his name, the little bastard. But anyway, that's all for this video. I will be back in a couple of days. I have another short period off, and I'm going to start working on a video series about the basics of DPS, and I'm starting with a range guide, and it's going to hopefully help set people into the mid to high level PVM range, because I notice a lot of people are using a very, very bad ability rotation because of just some common misconceptions about it, and I think I can clear that up and give a few simple tips that will help everybody improve. So look forward to seeing that in a few days. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you then.